Still a lot here I can harvest. Hell of a lot. Off we go. So the total land that they've harvested is about 3 hectares. Which is considerable. We've yet to see what the overall cost we're going to get is. Not cost, the overall profit. But so from here to that tree line there is, I would guess, the best part of 300 to 500 meters. Let's walk up the road and then walk towards the back. So as far as fire reduction, that is going to be significant, really significant. Yes, there's a lot of stuff left, but there won't be the chimney effect that you can get. So we'll go up, we'll see if we can see from the other end. See very interesting. Almost what, not 15 years of living here, but almost. We've never actually managed to get to explore the complete perimeter of our land. And with any luck, all these native cork oaks will come in and will take over. Now that they've effectively been given a huge boost chance. I don't even know what that one is, but it looks quite pretty. What we'll do, keep pottering. To be quite frank, apart from harvesting, I don't know what we would do with this. The forest bit could, in actual fact, be its own completely separate bit of land. That's obviously where our perimeter is. Come on, Zeb. We'll just go up the side here and look, see if we can look back. It'll probably be into the sunshine too much, but so what they've done is they've taken the non-native eucalyptus and pine. That's all but the young ones ish. So they will be back in a couple of years. And something like that, which is an established cork oak, as is that. But we go whoop, all the way back into the corner back here. Let's go a bit more closer to the edge. So So if I were a retired bloke and had the time, and I came all the way in here, just getting more and more of these branches out. I mean, seriously, there would be a wood pile if we used it, which we don't, because we use electricity rather than burning anything like that can produce greenhouse gases. And by electricity I mean our own solar. So I can provide spare wood for fires, or quite literally half the flipping neighbourhood. This is hard work, having just got out of hospital. I'm quite amazed they got the tractor all the way up here. But I suppose there's no way they could have dragged the logs over to I'll be a bit bleached out, but I'll sort that out in a moment. There you are. There's one of our boundary stones. They've got these all the way along. There's another one just over there. That's the boundary stone. Plus, of course, nowadays all the maps for lands are available on the government website, and you can get GPS maps down to a quarter of a metre or less. And obviously, like, if you go for the actual ones that you pay for things like land disputes, they're down to centimetres. But somebody came in and measured all these boundary stones back in the day. Now there's something. I don't know how you do zoom on here. Let's try zoom. No, this way. That is a clump of processionary caterpillars. Huge clump. Oh, this is slow going in and out. You do not want them falling on your head, otherwise you are in a world of hurt. So it's basically a valley and a complete hillside. So how do I do the exposure on this? I don't know. I'll try and get around a bit further. So maybe the sun's going to be at an angle and won't upset the camera so much. go. Next marker. They're being a little tiny bit questionable as to whether that's inside the markers, but no doubt there'll be another marker down here. I'm not going to walk down to that way to it. Right, so either that is a marker. Oh, there it is. There it is, but they didn't come back this far. Only a tiny little bit that they missed. So I'm not going to complain about that. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the complete tree harvesting. I'm going to see if I can change the white setting. Right, that set the white balance to auto. So with any luck, we'll just get a bit of a better shot, but because it's so bright for me here, I can't see myself. So we'll walk down the other side. We've walked up one side, we'll walk down the other side, back down to that road, down there. Now obviously we go over the other side of the road and all the way down to the house. So, as I say, 3 hectares, 2.45 hectares per acre. So 3 times 2.45, that's about, what? 250 times 3, 750. So about 7.5 acres of forest that they've harvested up this end. And again, we forget just how big our land is, which is a total of almost 6 hectares. Not quite 6 hectares, 5 point something. But either way, in comparison with anything that you could have in England, I mean, it's just there is no comparison. We could never have had land like this in England. I mean, I know that with what we've done to the house and everything else like that, it does improve the value, but even so, I mean, say 5.5 hectares. Oops. Almost fell down a hole. There. You get to see the size of that there. Almost fell down a hole. Yeah, so 5.5 hectares. Slightly over that, I think it's 5.68 or something. 5.7. Say 5.5 times 2.45 is beyond my mental capability, what I'm trying to balance at the same time. about 15 or 16 acres in total. Down in the dip, so we can't really see, but we'll head for where the tractor has definitely been. And they did all this with handheld chainsaws, a tractor with a grabber. They did not have a special machine that came in and grabbed the bottom of the branch and then stripped the whole thing. So in a way, that is why it's so haphazard in comparison. But the bonus is all this wood, all this extra offcuts can be collected and used. It takes some time, but I mean they're significant size of logs, not big enough for the paper mills, but big enough. I wonder if there's it sort of looks like a road in there. It's not. I don't think it is anyway. I'll go and have a look. No, just a bit of a clearing. Just a bit of a clearing. Although a good start for a road in here, or it might once have been a road, I don't know. But of course we have dead cork oaks. Ah, I see. So they trimmed the cork oak to get the tractor through. A bit brutal, but I suppose we must accept it. However, I think John will be pleased with the cork, because that makes the best and cherry, the best burning wood for the winter. So we'll pile that one up out of the way. It's illegal to chop down cork oaks without permission, but I presume that the same cannot be said for trimming them. And trimming does not include chopping it down right at the base down there. I think that's a fair old amount of cork there. But hey ho, it's only one that I've come across, so all the others seem to be pretty well. There's quite a glade of them here. Quite a little glade of cork oaks. You have glades of cork oaks? I don't know. People say that this is destruction of the environment. It's not. It is husbandry of the environment. It's husbandry because the eucalyptus is not native at all. And the eucalyptus, when it goes up, the fire rises with the resin. So it shoots up to the top and creates a chimney, which can create these walls of fire in Portugal that are 200-300 feet tall, just sweeping through the land. And those 300 feet tall walls of fire basically spread embers that, see, we're all the way down there to the pines, spread embers that mean that the whole land is catches. We're not quite in the middle, but so they vastly increase they vastly increase the severity and the size of the forest fires. There's a few branches left lying around on the ground like this. There we are. Bloody great big rock over there. Far less of a conflagration than if they were standing tall and proud. January 16th, although I've got plenty of warm layers on, I could be doing this in the t-shirt. At night it's quite cold. Yeah, brought the tractor up, worked either side. Sorry about my voice. Having a really close call due to my own stupidity, where I almost ended up dehydrating myself to death because my throat became completely blocked by an infected cyst or whatever they called it. Here we are, back up the roadway. Zeb Zeb. Hello Zeb Zeb. The others aren't really nearly as oops. I don't know whether I can say whether they've wrecked the road for Leo and Erica, or whether they've actually improved it at this section, because it was bloody bumpy and now the lorries seem to have banged it down hard. So we come back over here. There's our lower road down there. We'll see more of it in a second. We do forget how much of this fine land we own. Well, we own it. We take care of it for humanity. There we go, all the way down there you can see the house. One of my main complaints is the broom and the rock rose. This is rock rose. Now, rock rose is really sticky, and if you manage to get the stickiness off and collect it, apparently it is worth a lot in the perfume industry. But there has never been a very easy way of harvesting it. You have to either sort of use chemical or boiling methods to get it out of the leaves, or they have sort of like big mops which they literally drag through fields of it, and the mops became saturated with the sticky stuff, and they used to boil it off the mops, which is all very well, but we don't have time to do it, or the energy. That may be why it's so expensive to buy at rock rose stuff. But the other one, which is really a right pain in the butt, is this broom. It grows like nothing on this earth. It's so invasive. Got it on the hill next to the house, and I will slowly be working my way up the hill to get rid of it. As we go on, as we stay here longer, as we learn more, as each priority gets ticked off, we slowly get better at this. And then I hope that eventually one of my teacher's children decides they want to come and live here and to take on maintaining this beautiful land, because it is beautiful, and I wish A, that I'd met my wife 20 years earlier, and B, that we'd done this 20 years earlier, even 30 years earlier, would have been great. So much wasted time. Not 45 years of wasted time particularly, but you know, I wish. Still, with any luck, we got another 20 or 30 years. 30 would be great, to do our own little bit in our little corner of paradise. Okay, signing off.